The android attack on the future timeline was probably one of the most brutal arcs we had ever seen. With Gohan and Trunks being the only warriors left, this timeline was on its last leg, and after Gohan dies, Trunks travels to the world of the past to warn his friends and family of this upcoming threat. But what if the timeline was sped up a little bit? Majin Buu and Babidi make their first appearance 7 years after the Cell games, but in this story from Dragon Ball Multiverse, things kind of get sped up. We start off with androids 17 and 18 destroying a large city. One thing to keep in mind is that these androids are much stronger than the ones from our main timeline, but Gohan is as well, having already unlocked his Super Saiyan 2 transformation. Out of nowhere, Gohan senses a strange key that he's never felt before, so he decides to ignore the androids for now and go check it out. When he finds the source of this strange power, it's Pui Pui, but at this point in time, Gohan doesn't know who Pui Pui is. When the Majin threat first appeared in the original timeline, Spopovich and Yamu were out to collect energy in order to revive Majin Buu. This timeline is no different in that aspect, but this first gruesome scene that we're shown is much more brutal than anything Spopovich and Yamu ever did. After Gohan follows him for a while, he sees this ship for the first time. Suddenly, a massive energy makes its way towards Gohan. Deborah flies in holding Majin Buu's cocoon. Gohan approaches them and gives them an opportunity to leave Earth peacefully. To his surprise, they actually appear to get back on the ship and leave, but as we know about Deborah, he has a ton of sneaky tricks up his sleeve. He pretends to get aboard the ship, but then shows off some impressive speed by ambushing Gohan from behind. Gohan powers up to his Super Saiyan 2 form in order to escape, and the two begin their battle. They appear to be pretty evenly matched for the time being. This is when Deborah tries to spit on Gohan, but he dodges it, not even knowing what he just dodged, and it hits Pui Pui, turning him into stone. Deborah retreats back into the ship at the orders of Babidi, and Gohan follows him, of course. The first opponent Gohan encounters is Yakon, a monster who feeds on light. This fight goes a little bit differently when a second light monster shows up, and they decide to kill Gohan instead of capturing him. Gohan realizes that he must be ruthless as well. Once he gets serious, Gohan makes quick work of both Yakon and his sister. Now only one thing stands between him and stopping the resurrection of Majin Buu. This is when it's actually revealed that Babidi did in fact order Deborah to give his energy to Majin Buu as well. Giving his energy to Majin Buu would prove to be his downfall though, because after a while, Gohan hasn't really lost any energy up to this point, and instead of making the same mistake his father has done so many times in the past and letting these dangerous threats go, Gohan finishes off Deborah in one blast. Now there's only one thing left to do. Gohan completely obliterates the entire ship along with Deborah with the Masenko attack. When the dust settles, we see that Majin Buu's cocoon has split apart, but nothing comes out of it. Years of battling the androids has groomed Gohan for this very moment. Goku almost certainly would have spared both Babidi and whatever was left of Buu, but Piccolo and Vegeta would have almost certainly made sure that this threat would never return, so that's what Gohan decides is best for right now. Using the rest of his energy, Gohan destroys everything that remains of the Majins with the Super Kamehameha. Babidi, Deborah, the Majin threat, all gone in an instant. I like the way this story ends because it definitely proves that Gohan does have what it takes to be his father's successor and protect the Earth. This Gohan in particular is much more reasonable, and he seems to be able to make the tough decisions like this, and thanks to that, Gohan saves his entire universe without even really knowing it. And then we see this.